Happy holiday season. It's a Wednesday in Japan right now. I literally almost forgot the most important item in the earphone awards. We got best top of the line, which has been picked by you, and that video went out, and that is the Grand Maestro. There's other interesting tidbits in that count that I mentioned in the video. Best mid-fi hasn't been counted and released. Budget IM, ultra budget IM. Best company was SimGod, as chosen by you, which was very interesting, and some of the companies that didn't do well. And there's info obviously in the result, but there's more info in other results, like what was the second, what was way down the list that you might have thought. This is more interesting than I anticipated. However, at the bottom right is IM of 2023, which is probably the most important, and I haven't even put out a video. I don't think so. I just looked real quick and I didn't see it. So this would be the earphone. This is you voting below. Your comment is going to qualify you to get my pick for the 2023 Best Earphone Award, or the set that I think is the best. Your subscription and your comment below is what qualifies you to get that. And your comment must contain the set that you think is the best in the last 12 months, since January 1st of last year. Now let's talk about best really quick. What does that mean? Are we talking about technicalities? Are we talking about anything else like that? My suggestion to you, and my opinion, but again, this is your vote, but in my opinion, best would be defined by the thing that you used the most. Because if you used it the most, it checked a few boxes. It had to be comfortable because you used it the most. It had to play your library well, maybe multiple genres fairly well. It had to be something you weren't worried about easily snapping or breaking because you were using it so often. So would that not be something to strongly consider the best, whether it's $50 or $300 or $2,500? Talking about technicality is such a vague, non-specific thing, whereas the thing that you used the most, the thing that you picked up and took with you, the thing that got the most actual listening time is kind of indicative of it being the best for you? No? It makes a lot of sense that it would be. Arguing with other people whether it's the best IM of the year might get kind of tricky if they start pulling out stuff like, it's got blunted dynamics, it sounds like it's compressing the blah 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 blah. Forget about all that. I'm just talking about you personally, the set that you thought was the best of the year, and my opinion that's probably the set that you use the most, because it just makes too much sense, because this is the best IM of 2023 for you, which would probably be the one that you use the most. Felt it was the best investment. Forget, I'm adding stuff now. It's comfortable, it plays your library well, so you used it more than any other earphone in your collection. I would say that that's probably a good big flag that indicates I was the best for you this year, whatever IM that is. Now, this will be counted up rather rapidly because it's the 6th of December. I know what sets are coming out. I was waiting for this to get to a certain point because I don't want some surprise to drop and it to totally take over. I don't think that's going to happen. If that were to happen, I could account for that with a poll in the community section. I doubt it, though, based on some of the stuff that I know that's coming out. So I think we're safe to say what we've got out there is pretty much what we got to deal with. So go ahead and comment below. This will be tabulated probably within about 7 days. So you've really got about 7 days to vote on this one, because I want to get all these videos lined up and kind of going out the door when you guys are celebrating, not Thanksgiving, New Year's with your family. You got break time, kids coming back from school, family visiting, you visiting family, watching videos on the internet. This will be some interesting content instead of just like, what's the latest planar? And hey, I got a planar video. Or I could spice it up. Planar Wars 12. Literally, I think that's the next one. Do some stuff that's talking about what you guys thought. And then, of course, my video about what I think is the best company. What I think is the best top of the line IM. Which I'll compress all into a single semi-long video, whereas I'm breaking all of yours into individual ones because there's a lot of stuff to glean from that. My results are going to be tied to previous videos and probably semi-predictable. So that's me. But you guys are much more wild card, and it's much more interesting to me. So comment below. This is for subscribers. Comment below. Like the video if you genuinely like it, and let me know the set that you think was the best for you in 2023. And don't worry about what other people think. And I want to say one other thing. If the KZ or a KZ was a set that you thought was the best for you, please feel free to say that below this video. This is supposed to be all of the people that watch my channel and all of their opinions. Nothing else is going on. There's several companies that are within this stuff that I'm not particularly a fan of, but it's more about relations with representatives and how they try to micromanage reviewers, and we're not here about that. We hear about the gear. So if there's a KZ or another company that you think, oh, he's not a fan of, don't worry about me. This is for you. This is your vote. If a company like Heidi's or KZ made the best IM of the year for you, please don't hesitate to put that below. It's cool. There's no problem. This is just about you and your opinion. And I thought this was a great idea. I will do it better and more effectively next year, though I think it's been done pretty good this year. I have 2 different people that I'm paying doing votes, counting, so that I can make sure this is as accurate as possible instead of me counting my own comments on my own channel and spend a little cash and have other people do it if they so choose. And I've found people who will do it. So looking forward to your votes, and you've got 7 days pretty much, so enjoy your week. And I'll probably see you on Friday, and that will be a regular video. Probably not playing our Wars 12, but it could be, actually. And I'm out. Watch a video of my son, maybe.
パパ会いたいの、かいくん。パパって言ってるね。パパ。